Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Did You Know series. It's nice for you all to join me today. I'm delighted to be here. As always, as we kind of get going and give everyone a chance to log in and get comfortable, would love to hear where you are all chiming in from. I am Elise Lambert, and I am myself chiming in from Fort Worth, Texas. So would love to see if you guys want to put it in the questions. That way I can kind of read it and give you guys a little shout out. But today we are doing the Did You Know? We are talking about spreading holiday cheer with events and greeting cards. And thank you. We have people coming in from Texas and Scottsdale and Philadelphia. Really cool. I say this every time. I love to see this because I get to work with people all over the country, and that brings me so much joy. Oregon as well. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to get to it because I have so much to cover today. Des Moines, Iowa, thank you. So much to cover. This is something that is something I feel very strongly about, and it's because I think this is something that allows for you to set yourself apart from Joe Schmo advisor across the street. So we're going to talk specifically about events and greeting cards today. I'm going to go through the slide deck and then I want to go straight into a demo. So feel free to answer questions as we go. I think knowledge without action is wasted. So let's put into play. If you want to log in alongside me and poke around as well, highly encourage that. But I am Elise Lambert. I am the Director of Product and Enterprise Marketing at FMG. Find me on LinkedIn. I always want to see all the great things that you guys are doing, especially when it comes to social media and putting marketing strategy into play. More importantly, everything we're covering in this Did You Know series. So as always, the old housekeeping, I always want to make sure we cover this, but recording will be sent afterwards. Please take notes, right? I talk fast and we're going to cover a lot of content, and so take notes and log in and follow along. So agenda for today, holiday planning 101. Want to give you some ideas and just things to consider. We're going to go into the event builder tool. We're going to cover greeting cards and of course open it up for Q&A. So that's our agenda. And I wanted to start out with this quote, and it's kind of silly. It's one we've heard so many times, but good fortune is what happens when opportunity meets with planning. So it all starts with planning, and that's why we are here October 13th. We might even be late, I hope not, thinking about the holidays coming up and of course the year 2023 as it approaches, and finishing 2022 very, very strong. So we'll encourage you guys to start planning and what that looks like. So what events would you like to hold in the near future? What greeting cards would you like to hold? And more importantly, let's flip our mindset. What do you think your clients would like to see from you or hear from you over the next couple months? Again, we're looking to surprise and delight our clients. We are looking to continue to nurture these awesome relationships that you have worked so hard to maintain, to preserve, and to continue to create value for them. So let's start planning. Let's start here. So I'm going to throw around some key dates that are going to pop up, that are coming up, and maybe you can start to think about, okay, maybe I wanted to do an event here, or maybe this would be a great time for an email campaign, or even something would be awesome for a greeting card campaign. So there's Halloween coming up, there's Dia de los Muertos, there's we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all fabulous reasons to reach out, spread holiday cheer, and most importantly, let your clients know that you're thinking of them, and doing so in a way that might be unconventional. I really think that greeting cards now are an unconventional way and are something that it's a really nice gesture just to let someone know that you're thinking of them. It's really easy to do with the platform. So the benefit of client events. So we're going to jump right into events right now. So why do we do these, right? It seems obvious, but wanting you guys to think about ways that you can continue to create an awesome experience for your clients and prospective clients. But it builds relationships, it supports client retention, it creates a community. People are looking for a community, people are looking for a group of like-minded people, and it's a great way to promote lead generation and adds credibility. It adds credibility to the services you already provide. You are the bellwether. You are a thought leader in your industry, and that is why your clients love you so much. But adding this is a great way of saying, like, hey, clients, prospective clients, I appreciate you. I would like to celebrate all the work we've done, all the work we are going to do. More importantly, just say thanks or whatever it might be. So these are some of the benefits of why we can do this. And now let's go into some of the tactical things. So how to host a memorable event. Okay, so step one, it really starts with, I should preface this. Step one is really planning, right? Planning, putting our process onto paper, thinking about when, where, how, and when, thinking about our audience. What would our audience like to see from us? But promotion, so sending out those emails to informing prior to the event, setting a schedule. We want to send at least 3 emails prior. One's a save the date. One is a, hey, make sure you register. Another one is, hey, last chance to register. Or even one more, hey, don't forget the event's coming up tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you. And promote it on all social and your website. So we want, depending on the event, of course, if it's a very intimate client event, we might not want to blast on social, or maybe we will, depending on you, but be thoughtful in where you would like to post this. But if it's a widespread event, make sure that you are posting in all the right spots. And then also work with partners. A really great way to help you grow your contact list, to help you grow your database, is to come alongside some of these events with a COI or a trusted partner, someone to co-host as well. I've seen, I'm gonna in a couple slides, I'm going to take us through some fun ideas. Some of the things that I've seen, especially during the pandemic, people got really, really creative with events and ways to wrap their arms around their clients and just make them feel comfortable and thoughtful and create a valuable experience. And some things I've seen people come alongside nutritionists or workout specialists, and they'll host a workout class. I've seen people do I've seen like wine events. I've also seen people come alongside a mortgage broker, an estate attorney, or a CPA, and they come together, they bring both their databases together, and they communicate to them, and they host an awesome event. So think about ways that you can continue to build your audience, and then have a catchy event title. This is really important. Catchy titles, as gimmicky as it sounds, really do help, right? So the best holiday party you're going to come to. I'm just kind of thinking some fun ideas, but catchy titles help, especially during event promotion. That's really important, because when people are opening up emails, when people are opening up the greeting cards, when people are seeing it on social media, it's those fun, catchy titles that catch your attention. And so I always want to encourage people, think about either last holiday that was here, maybe last year. Think about some of those events that caught your attention, or think about some of those events that you really did enjoy attending, and rinse and repeat, right? We don't need to start from scratch and create this very extravagant event. It can be really, really simple, but think about the things that you've received or maybe you've attended that you really enjoyed. So step 2, mid-event. This is where we're going to now get personal with our greeting. A phone call, an email, add their nickname to it, right? If they go by William, we call them Will. If there's going to be food, make sure it's good food. Make sure that it's known, right? Maybe you're bringing in a caterer, or maybe you have a food truck coming in. Make sure it's known. Cross promote that other business as well, and that will help drive engagement and excitement. And then creating that wow factor. So again, this could be the food. Maybe it's the venue, right? Maybe you're doing something at the new hotel or the new restaurant that just opened up, or a new venue in town. But just make sure it's fun and interesting. And again, like I said, sometimes this is where people can get lost. They get lost in the idea of it needs to be a white tablecloth dinner and it needs to be a really formal wedding-like invitation. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be something that falls in the middle. Again, we don't want to look like it just we threw it together last minute, but we also want to make sure that this is something that the client will enjoy. And again, thinking, would you enjoy this? So that's how I always like to use as my gauge when I'm planning a fun event. And then step 3, post-event. This is actually maybe one of the most important pieces besides planning, of course, but now let's talk about post-event, because there's a lot we can do with this momentum and the excitement post-event. So you can post on social media of group picture or, some of the people that were there, and you can make sure to tag all them. Great way for us to extend our social media reach by tagging other people. You can send out a post email thanking people for coming. Maybe if a client or prospective client brought a referral or something like that, great time to reach out to them and to create an email to those who couldn't attend saying, hey, I saw you RSVP'd, no worries, we missed you, looking forward to seeing you, let's get together for coffee sometime soon, or hey, let's get together for lunch, or hey, it's time for your biannual meeting, let's get together next week. So the follow-up is so important because you can continue the momentum you've created and continue to build on these relationships. So it's just some ideas there as far as post-event. And so this is where I'm going to post 10 fun event ideas, but I also in the question box would love to hear and get ideas from you guys. You guys are the ones in the field currently, and you guys have probably seen some awesome things. So feel free in the questions to add some of the cool things you've seen while I go through this list. But a walking tour of art galleries downtown with food and drinks along the way, a food crawl with a bus or a van, a seasonal event such as pumpkin picking, sleigh rides, Easter egg hunting. Think about New Year's resolution and goal setting. I've seen people do like vision boards with the new year. A local sporting event, right? Maybe get a couple tickets or a box and invite everyone to a local sporting event. Technology class, right? That's something that I think is a total value add, especially depending on the demographic of your clients or your prospective clients, is maybe a technology class. Teach them how to use their smartphones, teach them how to run a webinar, teach them how to organize their contacts list. There's a lot of things that you can do that's a little bit out of the ordinary, but it's a way to create value. Also, golf lessons, right? This is one that's been very popular, even like a Top Golf type experience. Wine tasting, I mentioned this one earlier, but wine tasting, bourbon tasting, tequila tasting, movie theater. I've seen people rent out a movie theater for a holiday party, and they come in, and it's popcorn for everyone. They sit down and watch a movie and enjoy that experience. And again, it can be in person or virtual, but cooking classes, I've seen people also do like potting classes, so like with a plant. Let's see, what else? Another one I saw that I thought was just such a great idea. They did cars and coffee. And so they had everyone, some of their high net worth clients, bring their fancy cars, and they provided coffee and some breakfast accoutrements for everyone. And that was a great one. Now I'm just kind of spitballing ideas, but also I've seen charcuterie classes. I've seen, the paint, the drink and paint classes, which are also really fun. I just heard one, just looking at some of the questions or the comments that are coming through, a Disney theme night, great idea. Another person, Laurel, we host a few happy hour events for different subsets of clients at cool local places. That's a fabulous idea. Again, thinking about your audience, thinking about your demographic. Millennials might not want to do the same thing as your retired clients, and your Gen Zers for sure won't want to do what your retired clients are. So thinking of ways to engage them as well. Awesome. The Shred event annual, that's a great one. Hey, come to our office, come shred everything. We'll take care of it for you. That's a classic and one that really is a value add. So cool, so many great ideas. Hopefully this got some of your creative juices flowing, and and some races that are a hit for everyone, or maybe you have someone in your office that's doing a marathon. You can go and support them, maybe host a coffee and go make some signs. So a lot of fun things that you can do. Think about your local community, think about you, think about your office, and maybe this year we can do some fun things. So if you are doing something fun, you have to tag me in it on social media. I gotta see it. I want to see all the cool things that y'all are doing. And so just a quick checklist, take a screenshot of this so you have it. But again, we'll also send this afterwards. But pre-event, decide on that catchy title, set up 3 promotional emails, and promote on social media leading up. Mid-event, include personalization as much as you can, right? You want to make it feel authentic. And also, we want to create that surprise and delight. So maybe if it is handwritten card or a greeting card. That's different than what we're used to seeing. And I put this on there a couple times, but food, right? Food is really good. And then post event. So share images from the event on social, make sure to tag people, make sure to show your gratitude, thank people for coming, thank them for their attendance and their continued relationship with you, and make sure that we're following up with those people that didn't even come. So quick checklist. And now we're going to kind of dive in. I'm going to go through a live demo as well, but just wanted to point out some of these pre-made event themes that are also, you can, if you're using one of these templates, you can easily promote them. So we pre-created emails, an email sequence that will go out automatically with all the event details. So all you have to do is hit use. You can also edit if you'd like, but we can also send already. So there's emails, social, and greeting cards associated with some of these events. So you can easily send these out, because I think that was one of the things I found that was cumbersome when it came to planning these events, was the promotion. It's just so much work. So this creates just a couple click experience, and then you can choose your audience and send it how we're used to sending our emails through the dashboard. So here's an example of an event registration page. People can put their name, email, phone. They can add a quick message. Hey, looking forward to the event. I will also be bringing a +1. You can add additional guests so that we can encourage that and also keep track of all of those. And okay, so now greeting cards. I want to cover this all, and then we'll go into the demo. But greeting cards, this is something that I think is, it's surprise and delight. This is something that's going to set you apart. It is one of the easiest ways for you to just tell someone you're thinking about them, but also I think we don't expect it anymore. I feel like every time I open my mailbox, it's just either invoices or bills or, you know, some junk mail of the newspaper and whatnot. So greeting cards, this is something that allows for you to stand out, because we can add that personalization. We deal with the envelopes, we deal with the customization already for you, and then we just send to a specific audience. So again, you can send to all of your clients, or you can send to just a very specific group of your clients. So just a quick GIF of how easy it is to come in, find a card, use this. And what's cool is on the inside, it is that handwritten font. So it's a matte finish on these cards. It's heavy cardstock. They look great. And envelope and postage is included. And I'm just going to say, I just got married, and so I just had to deal with a lot of envelopes and a lot of postage, and our pricing is incredible. Especially, like, I don't know if you guys have been to like the Hallmark store. I recently went and purchased a birthday card for a family member, and it was over $6, and I just couldn't believe it. And so our pricing, I'll touch on that. It's $275 for an individual greeting card. But thinking about the holidays, thinking about maybe a gratitude card for Thanksgiving, or maybe a Hanukkah card for the holidays, you can plan ahead, and we have bulk pricing. So if you're purchasing 20 or more of these, then it is $225 per card. So great savings there. So I was like that's where I put my Costco joke. That's where we're like Costco or Sam's Club, whichever you prefer, but bulk pricing is in your favor. So think about greeting cards coming up. And as I was talking about planning and all of that. So they're 5x7s, they're nice size. And then that return address and signature, a lot of questions. It comes from whatever is in your signature that you use with your FMG Suite profile. So just so that you know that is there. And processing time, it's about 6 to 8 days. So we err on the side of caution. That's why we say 6 to 8, because they are going through the US Postal, but we print them for you, we address them for you, we send them for you, but plan for 6 to 8 days for those. Okay, also you can automate those greeting cards. So I'll show you once we're in the demo where you can also automate birthday cards. I think, again, the more we can set it and forget, the more we can automate, allows for you guys to do your other full-time job, which is being a financial professional. So wanting to just call attention to that as well. And with our last couple minutes, I'm going to cruise through this demo, but I just want to show you, but also don't forget we have our mobile app. So if you're not utilizing the mobile app, go ahead, hold your phone up to this and it'll take you to the website where you can download the mobile app. It's in the Google Play Store, it's in the App Store, the Apple Store. So make sure to download that, because that's how you can be sending that noteworthy and hot news that's hot off the press. You can send that easily. And then also, if you haven't checked out our Do It For Me marketing program, it is one, we just take care of everything for you. So it's custom marketing plan for you each month. It's exclusive content written by Susan Theater and Samantha Russell, which if you follow them by any means, you know that is really great content, and you will have your own marketing specialist to help you implement your marketing strategy. And this is great for driving leads, encouraging referrals, and of course, encouraging client engagement. So let us do the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to lift a finger. So if you haven't thought about the Do It For Me program, maybe we can put that in our horizon in the future. All right, so now let's go to the demo. Let me change my screen real quick. And here we are. So FMG dashboard that we're used to seeing. We are going to come to, I'm going to start with greeting cards. We're going to come into the content library right here. And I'm going to come to greeting cards. And what's awesome, I'm so excited to share with you. I literally just got a message right before this presentation that we just added some brand new greeting cards, hot off the press as of today. So really cool. So housewarming, new home, get well. So if you haven't looked through this content library lately, and the greeting cards especially, there is some awesome stuff. So prayers for strength and healing, so a get well card. We have daylight savings time, Dia de los Muertos, Halloween is right around the corner. Some other fun ones that were just added were Boss's Day, that's coming up in 3 days, so very, very soon, but also sympathy. So I like to come in here, look what's coming up, but you can also utilize this drop down where you can see what types of cards are coming up. So if you want to do by holiday, you can come in here, and of course it's going to give you the most, the holidays that will be happening in the near future first, and then, you know, Chinese New Year, daylight savings, they are all in here. Some really awesome cards that cover all different religions, ethnicities, so you can find those here. And let's say I want to send one of these, so I'm going to go to all, and let's say I have someone that just moved into a new house. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to hit send. It's going to say, who do I want to send this to? I can send to all my contacts. I can send to just a very specific group of people, and or an individual. It's really important to note that this must be, you must have their physical address in here. So if someone's not popping up, usually it's because we don't have their physical address in your contacts. So I'd go back and check that if it's not popping up. And I select who I would like this to go to. And now I get to type my message. Congrats on the new house. Can't wait to hear about it in our meeting. Signed, Elise. Okay, so now I'm going to hit next. It's going to give me a preview of what this is going to look like. And something about birthday cards. Yes, if they are automated, it will be a different card every year, and same with our email automations. It's never the same birthday card, because who wants to receive the same birthday card every year? And so this is what it looks like. It's that handwritten font, so it looks personal, great way. And then you hit next, and then delivery. So this is where that 6 to 8 days comes in, or we can schedule it out at a future date. A couple things to think about here. If you are scheduling out at a future date, still allow 6 to 8 days. So if you want to save, you know, preferred delivery date, we're going, let's say I want this to go, I know they're moving November 23rd. We're going to do our best to get it there on November 23rd. So just knowing that we are sending it ahead of time, but there is some predictability due to the Postal Service. So, And then we hit next, and this is where it's going to say, great, how many total would you like to send? The cost of them, like I said, is $275 for an individual card, or it is $225 if you're buying in bulk. And then you hit confirm, and you are off to the races. Then you are all finished. So those are the greeting cards. Come in here. Look at all these new ones we added. There's some cool wedding ones that just popped up that we've added. So come in and see how you can utilize these for the holidays. And I did mention that we can automate these. So come over here to automated marketing and send a contacts a birthday card. Here is where you can add that greeting card and just turn that on and it will automatically go. You can also configure this. So if you want to go to just your clients or just a specific group, you can also configure each one of those. So you don't want it to go to your entire contact base, but you just want to go to some of your clients. All right, and then also there's holidays right here that you can, this is emails that will go out. So these are New Year's, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Father's Day, Independence Day. So these all go out. You just turn this automation on and this is sent as well. So you can configure this, but these are another way to spread holiday cheer throughout the year just by setting it and forgetting it. And is the postage included with the cost of the card? Correct, it is, yes. So the $275, the $225 is included with the card. And now we will go to events. And events. And I'm gonna come into my events where you can see these here. All right, I went through and I'm going to teach you a quick trick. I have 3 minutes. Let's see how quickly we can do this. I created a holiday open house, and my holiday open house already has promotions tied to it. So I want to talk through that. If I create a blank event, it will not automatically create promotions. But if I use one of these pre-made event themes, we have already made the promotions for you. So you can email it, send it out via social and via greeting card. So depending on how you would like to promote the event, you can do that. So let's go back. I created this event, Holiday Open House. I did this by utilizing the open house theme, and I added my important details, my description. And what I did here is I even uploaded my own header image. So tip and trick, you can come into Canva. We went over Canva in one of our other ones, so go view that one, but I went over to Canva really quick. I pulled in I created my own header image. I downloaded it and uploaded it, and there it is. So I added my own header image. I selected the exact day and time, the event location. So whether this is an in-person event or a virtual event, we can do both. And then your registration options. Something else that's a new feature that not a lot of people know about is if you are hosting a virtual webinar or a virtual happy hour, whatever it might be, and you're using a third party like Zoom or GoTo, you can add those registration URLs right here. We can limit the number of signups if we want, and we can add any details. I like to say, hey, you know what, light bites and cocktails will be provided. Feel free to bring a guest, anything like that. So now I can preview this. I've created my page for my event. It has my map here, so it's easy to find, and people can easily register. I hit name. I can add all the registration if anyone's bringing a guest, and hit submit. And hit submit, and there we go. There was a question, is if you can offer 2 different registration buttons. And as of right now, we only only one registration button currently. And so there is the event. Let's say I want to promote this. I can come in here and I can easily promote this. I can hit use this email sequence that I can send as is, or I can preview it. and I can change the amount of days in between and then hit schedule. Same thing with social media. I can easily hit use and send, and I can change these or send as is and hit send sequence. And there's also a greeting card for some of these events that is already done. So one of the questions that I got is, what are some of the best greeting cards that we see being used? And so I'm going to come back here to the content library, and I want to show you some of my favorites and some of the ones that I know have been doing really, really well. Some crowd favorites, if you will. And again, I'm running over, so I'm going to leave a couple more minutes as I go through this for questions. So make sure to get those questions in. And we're going to come over here to greeting cards. And there are some of my favorites. Actually, one of the ones that's been performing very well is a wedding card, because I feel like everyone's getting married these days. But come over here and you can come in here to, oh gosh, birthday, life event. This will be a life event. And if you ever want to see a history of your greeting cards that you've sent, you can find those here in the greeting cards. And so I just turned the life event. And so there's sympathy cards, graduation. This past graduation, we saw this one do really, really well. And then also babies, right? So this is one of the ones we've just added, and I've seen a spike in engagement with this one recently. So really nice to see these. But hey, if you're feeling sick, get well soon. Here are the wedding day ones that I was talking about. This one I really like as well. So those are some of the ones that are doing really well. But thinking about those holidays coming up, come over here to holidays. Let's go ahead, let's schedule your Halloween right now. Let's go ahead and schedule Thanksgiving, because I feel, you guys know what it's like. As once Halloween's here, I feel like it's like Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, everything just right in a row. So let's plan ahead, here to help you. And I just want to say thank you all for joining me today. Maybe we can all spend some time spreading a little bit of holiday cheer with greeting cards and with events, and a really great way for you to continue to create value for your clients. So thank you so much. Like I said, there will be a recording sent after, so look out for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and our team over at FMG. All right, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.